Amber shadows, dusk cast long shadows, painting orange and crimson hues across the city. The air was thick with smoke's acrid scent, clinging like an unwelcome memory. Ash floated down like blackened snow, whispering silent eulogies for all that was lost. Jake stood before the charred ruins of the house, his jacket heavy with loss, his skeletal remains of what had once been a home stood stark against the fiery sky, each beam a testament to resilience and ruin. In his pocket he held a child's drawing, its vibrant colors a fragile symbol of hope amidst the destruction. Kneeling on the ashen ground, Jake felt guilt and helplessness, each heartbeat questioning why he survived when others hadn't. The charred earth scorched beneath his knees, a tactile reminder of the inferno's wrath, clutching the drawing to his chest. He whispered with a voice broken yet hopeful, Lord of mercy, why was I spared? I did all I could, yet it feels like it's never enough. A tear traced his soot-smeared face, mingling with dirt and grief to blend sacred with broken. The evening breeze, gentle as a friend's touch, seemed to remind him of grace amidst his doubts, a soft caress that whispered of divine presence. Days passed like chapters. Jake was reluctant to read each new dawn, a reminder of the night that had scorched their world. Though the fires were out, an inner conflagration lingered within him, smoldering with unresolved sorrow and questions. Rachel, his wife, watched him with loving patience, her presence a comforting balm. Her fingers traced a brass lamp, its steady glow a testament to endurance amidst their shadows. For Jake its light was a beacon amidst his internal tempest, a silent companion in the midnight hours when sleep eluded him. One evening, as dusk deepened and shadows gathered, Jake stood at the window, lost in thoughts. The skyline, once vibrant with life, was now ghostly and still, an echo of what used to be. He felt restless, seeking solace in a world turned upside down. The child's drawing on the wall stood out, a splash of color in his grayscale mind, a reminder of innocence and dreams. Shepherd of my soul, Jake prayed, the lamp casting gentle patterns that danced across the walls like whispers of peace. Guide me through this darkness, help me release this burden. release of his heart's tight grip as he laid down his anxieties at the feet of the one who holds all answers. In the ensuing silence, God's presence comforted him, a divine whisper, tenderly assuring you are chosen to carry the light through darkness. His spirit calmed, the storm within him subsiding to a peaceful hush. Courage in you with clarity from prayer. Jake sought out families affected by the fire. He knocked on doors, each step humbling and empowering, with the act of reaching out as healing as it was daunting. Listening to their stories and sharing grief became a shared mosaic of resilience, each piece a testament to the human spirit. Through their stories he found his heart mending, as if divine threads sewed his spirit together, repairing the unseen tears. During that healing week, Jake sat with the young girl, the artist of the drawing. Her dreams of becoming a painter sparkled in her eyes, undimmed by the smoke. Her joy a burst of light that pierced his darkness. In her innocence, Jake saw God's enduring promise, a reflection of hope and creation that soothed his weary soul. You're like a hero, she declared playfully, her words a crown on his weary head, an acolyte he felt he did not deserve. Jake smiled gently, softening the worry lines etched into his face. No, he said, I'm just a man who prays. His response was simple, a testament to the power of faith and humility. Twilight's blessing under the amber dust was skirting up. Act I, the storm before dawn. In the stillness of the pre-dawn hour, the soft rain brushes against the small windows of Gregorio's bakery, a gentle whisper reminiscent of heaven's voice, delicate yet undeniable inside. The air is imbued with the scent of fermenting yeast, mingling with the warm aroma of flour dust that swirls like ethereal snowflakes, settling upon every surface and enveloping the room in a light, comforting blanket of peace. Gregorio, a devoted immigrant from a distant land, stands alone amidst the silence, kneading dough with steady, calloused hands that speak of years of labor and love. His heart, however, is far from tranquil. It bears the heavy burden of sustaining his small family through the modest earnings of this humble bakery. He pauses, leaning against the worn wooden table that bears the marks of countless mornings like this one. Lord of mercy, he prays aloud, his voice a gentle plea that rises with the steam from the ovens. Give me strength to face another day. I am weary, and the weight is heavy. Guide my hands and heart. With faith born of necessity, the rhythm of kneading resumes. the dough miraculously yielding under his fingers as if in response to his prayer. A tactile dance of faith against the creeping despair. The presence of the Holy One feels near, like a tender yet firm embrace. Yet Gregorio wonders if his fervent words have reached beyond the ceiling of his humble shop to touch the heavens above. The temptation of rivalry. Barely an hour later, the rising sun begins to paint the sky with the first strokes of dawn. Delicate hues of pink and gold spilling over the horizon. Gregorio prepares the first batch of bread, the loaves swelling in the oven, their golden crusts forming with the promise of sustenance. As he works, thoughts of Samuel, the rival baker on the next street over, intrude upon his peace. Samuel's store, with its bustling customers, has drawn many away from Gregorio's own modest business. A flicker of envy ignites in his heart, threatening to consume him, a temptation to bitterness he cannot easily extinguish. Driven by the storm within, Gregorio finds himself standing at the window. The rain still falling in gentle, persistent drops. His eyes close, and a prayer stirs within him. Raw and honest, filled with anger and confusion. Shepherd of my soul, he whispers, the words trembling in the stillness. Why do you let my bread go unchosen? Teach me to trust your path, even when my own feet falter. In the silence that ensues, a new thought blossoms in his mind, delicate yet insistent, as if carried on the whispering wind, a subtle divine nudge towards something unexpected. The bread of brotherhood, as the morning unfolds in a gentle cascade of light. Gregorio takes his fresh loaves, their crust golden and inviting, and wraps them with care. Like precious offerings despite the inner turmoil, a quiet resolve forms within him. He will visit Samuel. With each step in the rain, the weight of his burden shifts slightly, transforming into something lighter. A relinquishment of the rivalry that has long shadowed his heart. At Samuel's door, Gregorio pauses, taking a deep breath before entering. The sight of the rival baker glancing up in surprise is almost comforting. Without a word, Gregorio offers the bread, his eyes meeting Samuel's with an unexpected warmth. A gesture of reconciliation. I know times are difficult for both of us, Gregorio says, his voice barely above a whisper. But let us lift each other in love. The act of giving, guided by a quiet prayer fulfilled, brings peace. A small redemption wrapped in a simple, vulnerable gesture. In this moment, Gregorio senses the Holy One's smile woven into the shared silence. A presence as tangible as the bread they share. Bread shared, hearts lightened. As the morning rain relinquishes its hold and gives way to gentle sunlight. The two bakers break bread together. Each bite carries a new sense of communion, a tangible grace that transcends their competition, soaking into their souls as deeply as the rain into the earth. Gregorio feels his heart lighten, the envy and bitterness washed away like the rain-soaked streets outside. In this unexpected companionship, the gentle guidance of the shepherd of his soul becomes ever clearer. He understands now that the path of humility and love is one that he can tread with a strength not his own, a path made easier by grace and shared humanity.
Lord of mercy, who breathes life into the weary soul and guides our hands in love, teach us to seek unity
vast expanse of sky and deep, orange and fervent red, casting elongated shadows across the cracked, worn asphalt. I stand beside my truck at a secluded rest stop, a place ensconced in solitude. My truck, a metal giant and steadfast companion, stands silent, mirroring the growing silence within me. The cool evening air wraps around me, whispers secrets through the rustling of nearby trees, mingling the scents of pine and diesel, a reminder of a life that's constantly in motion. My gaze drifts upwards to the vast, boundless sky, where timid stars begin to puncture the twilight, distant promises of something greater than the endless miles I've traveled. In the quiet of this moment, I wrestle with the reality of running on empty, not just in the fuel tanks of my old rig, but in the well of my soul. The load I carry is more burdensome than anything strapped to my truck, a weight born from missteps and regrets, a compilation of unattended hurts. The distance between me and my daughter feels far longer than any highway, a chasm filled with unspoken words and withered apologies. As dust settles deeper over the landscape, I find myself falling to my knees beside the truck, the gravel biting through my jeans, mirroring the ache in my heart. Lord of mercy, I whisper, my voice a fragile tremble. I'm lost in this darkness. I need to forgive myself first, but I don't know how. Guide me, please. The sky becomes an inky canvas, vast and peppered with countless constellations that flicker above me, distant yet present, like the eternal witnesses to my plea. In this solitude, a presence as soft as the breeze envelops me, a divine whisper saying, start where apologies begin. I remain kneeling, grounded by the firmness of the earth. The hum of passing cars plays in the background, their headlights streaking like beacons of hope across an otherwise dark path. The air thickens with the first hints of impending rain. It mingles with earth and exhaust, reminders of life's beauty and grime. Holy One, I continue, tears mingling with raindrops as if the heavens too weep. Help me find peace, show me the road back to her heart. In the profound silence of the night, warmth suddenly blooms in my chest, a gentle nudge towards something true, as if the shepherd of my soul guides me onto a path I've strayed from for too long. Hope gathers like dawn's first light on the horizon of my heart. A call under starshine, I rise from prayer, the gravel leaving small imprints on my knees, a mark of surrender to something far greater than myself. The decision to act forms with a grace-filled clarity as the rain slackens, leaving behind a fresh scent that speaks of new beginnings. The time to reach out has arrived, a divine urging wrapped in the quiet certainty that only faith can provide. With trembling hands, I retrieve my phone from my coat pocket. Its screen harsh against the night sky. Her number is dialed from memory, a comforting but daunting cadence echoing with familiarity. As I wait, each ring echoes like a heartbeat in the stillness, and I offer a silent prayer filled with courage and humility. Her voice, tender and soft, answers the call, Dad. That single word opens a pathway, illuminated by my earlier prayers. I stumble for words, knowing only that I must speak from the heart. Darling, it's me. I begin, my words tumbling out like a river breaking its dam. I've been carrying this burden, and I realize I need to ask for your forgiveness. But first, to forgive myself. My voice cracks under the weight of vulnerability, but the Holy One steadies me with unseen hands. Can we try again? Shadow. Act I the unsent letter. The mountain road wound under the pale dawn. Winter holding tightly, yet whispering of spring beneath the frost. Ellie moved along the path, clutching a crumpled, unsent letter intended for her estranged father, a plea for reconciliation. Her steps crunched the leaves, echoing her inner turmoil amidst the silence. Ellie knelt on cold stone at the summit, the letter held to her heart. Lord of mercy, she whispered, her breath melding with the morning air. I'm lost, and I can't do this alone. I need your guidance. Her prayer, a thread of faith, rose silently, seeking transformation and peace. In the silence, she felt a gentle nudge in her soul, a promise of renewal, like the first bud pushing through frost. The burden she carried lightened, shared by unseen hands, a flicker of hope ignited. A distant call, returning home. Morning light softened the world, lightening Ellie's heart despite the letters weight in her pocket. Back in her kitchen, the lamps glow, underskirt the divine whispers from the mountain. She tried again, pen trembling over a fresh page. Father, she wrote, I've missed you. I want to mend the broken pieces. Her words built a bridge over their divide. Tears blurred her vision, but she continued. She prayed, surrendering her worries. Shepherd of my soul, grant me courage and peace. Help me bridge the distance between us. The courage to act. The letter and headed to the post office. The air had slightly warmed, a promise of life in the breeze. Each step was guided by her shepherd towards a hopeful touch. At the post office she hesitated, the letter tied in her grip. Her father's distant image loomed as unyielding as the mountain, steadying her courage. A gentle conviction enveloped her, warming her spirit. I am with you always, echoed in her soul, a sacred reminder of divine presence. Resolved, she handed the letter to the clerk, watching it join others, a symbolic act, marking both an end and a beginning. She exhaled deeply, feeling liberation wash over her. Ellie emerged into sunlight, inhaling hope. The uncertain path ahead was now interwoven with healing, faith and newfound courage. The world, vast and inviting, seemed ready to welcome Holy One. In my moments of doubt and fear, be my guiding light. Grant me strength to seek reconciliation and wisdom to act with love. May your peace be the compass of my soul, leading me towards the dawn of new beginnings with grace. Amen. In the shadows, act high, rainfall and neon glow. The city lay cloaked in winter's breath, rain falling relentlessly on Everwood Avenue. At a lonely bus stop, Emma sat on a weathered bench, her coat soaked through, clinging like despair. The dusk painted warm orange on the windows, contrasting sharply with the chill that bit at her fingertips. She clutched her phone tightly, messages from her estranged brother as the downpour echoed the turmoil inside her. Emma whispered a prayer, raw and unfiltered. Lord of mercy, she breathed into the cold. I can't face him. I don't know how to forgive or be forgiven. The scent of wet pavement mingled with distant pine, soothing her restless spirit. The city's buzz, indifferent yet comforting in its constancy, was a testament to life's march forward amidst personal storms. Her thoughts drifted to a song her grandmother hummed on stormy nights, about courage and a shepherd leading through shadowed valleys, promising light in profound darkness. Emma's footsteps echoed through the stairwell, concrete walls whispering tales of neglect. Shadows danced under street lamps, sneaking through broken windows. Each step felt weighted with unspoken words and unhealed wounds. A memory surfaced, a hymn beneath autumn leaves, her brother's voice harmonizing with hers. It was a different time, a tapestry of innocence and shared dreams. Reaching the third floor landing, she hesitated, breath catching. The door creaked open to a dim hallway under flickering fluorescence. Here amidst shadows, she paused for another prayer. Holy One, she whispered, feeling the warmth of the Spirit amidst the isolation. Help me choose courage, seek forgiveness and offer it. Let your will be mine. Something within her stirred, a gentle unfurling like spring buds beneath frost-laden earth. God's guidance whispered, take the step, make the call, mend what's broken and breathe life into dormant love. Courage on the stairwell, Emma's resolve solidified as she dialed her brother's number. The phone cold against her ear, each ring was a heartbeat echoing in silence, a prayer sent into the vastness, an act of faith. His voice crackled through, warmth seeping through her fears, melting the icy wall of apprehension. His voice was familiar yet changed, laden with hurt and hope, mirroring her journey. I'm ready to talk, Emma said, her voice a fragile bridge over the silence. The pause was full of possibilities of healing, love rekindled, broken things made whole. In shared vulnerability, Emma knew courage wasn't grand gestures, but daily choices, a decision to embrace vulnerability, trusting the shepherd of her soul to guide her through shadows. Courage lived in small, quiet moments of stepping forward. soul, guide me through the valleys. Grant me courage where fear has sown its seed. Help me to forgive as I have been forgiven, and walk with me into the light of your healing.
Holy weight, the flares and lights of hostilities cast a cold, sterile glow, fighting against the night as shadows gathered in corners outside. Rain streaked the glass with nature, relentless ribbon name, set it in the stiff chair. I sprawl across the sky, a silvery tapestry offering secret kinship. The distant hum of traffic underlies the crickets' serenade, soothing, haunting. Jake inhales deeply, then releases a long sigh, as if shedding unseen burdens, a history of regrets and directionless roads. He collapses onto a weathered picnic bench, his eyes seeking solace lift to the heavens. Lord of mercy, what am I doing out here? He whispers, his voice quivering, his words fragile. Bowing his head, he cradles it in his hands, fingers intertwining like ancient roots, grappling for sustenance. He prays, words fragment land, sinking deeper with each tick of the clock. Bowing my head, fingers clutching the cross around my neck. I prayed, Lord of mercy, I can't carry this burden alone. I murmured, each word a plea sent heavenward. Be with him, be with us. I don't know how to do this. Silence enveloped me as I sat, eyes shut, seeking assurance from the divine. The ticking clock was the only sound, a soft metronome counting my heart's waiting beats. Deep inside I yearned for peace, a quiet voice to soothe my troubled soul. A brief encounter, the soft clatter of a food cart broke my thoughts. A nurse composed made her rounds with a grace that defied the chaos. Her presence was a reminder that God sends his angels, not always with wings but in scrubs. She paused, her eyes soft with understanding, a quiet compassion without a word. In empathy's unspoken language, she pointed to the lamp. Light reminds us of hope, she said, her voice calming my storm. It stands even in darkness, don't you think? Her words, simple yet profound, resonated deeply within my weary soul. I nodded, murmuring a thank you as she continued down the hall. The lamp flickered, casting a golden halo, a holy ground. If only I could see through my despair. The call to reconcile, my phone buzzed, startling me. It was my brother Daniel, absent for years. Our pride had built walls, each grievance a brick in the barrier between us. But here, amidst quiet chaos, a tapestry of prayer and providence began to unfold. Reconciliation's threads woven by unseen hands. Our conversation teetered on tension, each word crafted to sidestep old wounds. Yet, beneath the surface, I felt God's prompting. a nudge towards healing. It was time for a turning prayer. Lord, shepherd of my soul, I whispered, rain pattering its own prayer. Guide us now, I lay down pride and fear. Help me forgive and be forgiven. His voice softened as did mine, our tones merging into gentleness. We spoke of our Father, old memories rustling like forgotten leaves, and shared love long unspoken began to emerge. There were tears, apologies, and a promise to rebuild, an unspoken agreement to let love be our cornerstone. Brick by brick, the sacred decision. I left my chair, feeling the cool tile grounding me. The lamp's glow in the hallway illuminated my path. Each step a pilgrimage towards renewed faith. I walked towards a surgical wing, each footfall a prayer of gratitude, surrender and courage. My soul's silent hymn to trust's rhythm. The nurse from earlier nodded gently, as if sensing the transformation wrought by unseen hands. I realized I was walking barefoot on holy ground, each step echoing a heart unburdened, carried by grace and light as real as the floor beneath me. I felt an overwhelming sense of being held by something greater, a comfort wrapping around me like a warm embrace. Holy One, anchor of my restless heart, thank you for light in the guise of grace, for guiding hands and paths of grace. May I walk always in your light, into eternity's embrace. Holy One, anchor of my restless heart, thank you for light in the guise of grace, for guiding hands and paths of grace. May I walk always in your light, into eternity's embrace. Amen.
The unbearable weight, the fluorescent lights of the hospital hallway cast a cold, sterile glow, fighting against the night air. Greets him with a cool, soothing shirt stars brawl across the sky, a silvery tapestry offering secret kinship. The distant hum of traffic underlies the cricket serenade, soothing and haunting. Jake inhales deeply, then releases a long sigh, as if shedding unseen burdens, a history of regrets and directionless roads. He collapses onto a weathered picnic bench, his eyes seeking solace lift to the heavens. Lord of mercy, what am I doing out here? He whispers, his voice quivering, his words fragile. Bowing his head, he cradles it in his hands, fingers intertwining like ancient roots, grappling for sustenance. He prays, words fragmented. Unholy ground. My heart was a heavy stone, sinking deeper with each tick of the clock. Bowing my head, fingers clutching the cross around my neck. I prayed, Lord of mercy, I can't carry this burden alone. I murmured each word, a plea sent heavenward. Be with him, be with us, I don't know how to do this. Silence enveloped me as I sat, eyes shut, seeking assurance from the divine. The ticking clock was the only sound. a soft metronome, counting my heart's waiting beats deep inside. I yearned for peace, a quiet voice to soothe my troubled soul. The soft clatter of a food cart broke my thoughts and nerves. Composed, made her rounds with a grace that defied the chaos. Her presence was a reminder that God sends His angels, not always with wings, but in scrubs. She paused, her eyes soft with understanding, a quiet compassion without a word, and empathy's unspoken language. She pointed to the lamplight, reminds us of hope. She said, her voice calming my storm. It stands even in darkness, don't you think? Her words, simple yet profound, resonated deeply within my weary soul. I nodded, murmuring a thank you as she continued down the hall. The lamp flickered, casting a golden halo, a holy ground. If only I could see through my despair. My phone buzzed, startling me. It was my brother Daniel. Absent for years, our pride had built walls, each grievance a brick in the barrier between us. But here amidst quiet chaos, a tapestry of prayer and providence began to unfold. Reconciliation's threads woven by unseen hands. Our conversation teetered on tension, each word crafted to sidestep old wounds. Yet beneath the surface I felt God's prompting, a nudge towards healing. It was time for a turning prayer. Lord, shepherd of my soul, I whispered, rain pattering its own prayer. Guide us now, I lay down pride and fear. Help me forgive and be forgiven. His voice softened as did mine, our tones merging into gentleness. We spoke of our Father, old memories rustling like forgotten leaves, and shared love long unspoken began to emerge. There were tears, apologies, and a promise to rebuild, an unspoken agreement to let love be our cornerstone, brick by brick. I left my chair, feeling the cool tile grounding me. The lamp's glow in the hallway illuminated my path, each step a pilgrimage towards renewed faith. I walked towards the surgical wing, each footfall a prayer of gratitude, surrender and courage. My soul's silent hymn to trust's rhythm. The nurse from earlier nodded gently, as if sensing the transformation wrought by unseen hands. I realized I was walking barefoot on holy ground, each step echoing a heart unburdened, carried by grace and light as real as the floor beneath me. I felt an overwhelming sense of being held by something greater, a comfort wrapping around me like a warm embrace. Holy One, anchor of my restless heart, thank you for light in the guise of grace, for guiding hands and paths of peace. May I walk always in your light into eternity.
evening shadows. Cacti, ringing phones and weak coffee. The ER hums with the unrelenting clamor of ringing phones and the hurried footsteps of nurses and doctors weaving through a tapestry of urgency. Caroline, the receptionist, cradles a lukewarm cup of coffee, an unvisited warmth amidst the cold efficiency of a hospital evening, as the setting sun casts long shadows through the tall windows. The day's exhaustion is mirrored in the stooped shoulders of the staff and the weary faces of waiting relatives. The rhythmic beeping of monitors underscores the ER's incessant cadence, a relentless reminder of life's fragility. Caroline scans the room, matching faces to names on her clipboard, each one a tapestry of hope and fear woven into the fabric of human frailty. The sterile smell of antiseptic wraps around her like a morning fog, obscuring but never hiding the unfolding drama of life and death. And yet, amidst the noise and urgency, a quiet stirring begins. A whisper in her heart from the shepherd of her soul, promising solace and strength.
Lord of mercy, Caroline breathes. Her prayer barely audible above the cacophony. Help me see them as you see them. Let no name be forgotten. Her whispered words drift like a gentle breeze, taking root in the quiet corners of her heart. A sense of divine assurance settles within her, grounding her spirit amid the chaos, an unshakable anchor in the storm.
Honest distress. The chaos crescendos suddenly when a young man bursts through the ER doors, his face a canvas of fear and desperation. Please, my brother, he gasps, his words stumbling out like a broken hymn desperate for mending. He's not breathing. His urgency jolts Caroline from her reverie, every nerve in her body electrified by his distress. Her hands move instinctively, guided by years of training, but her heart beats a parallel rhythm, resounding with an urgent call for divine intervention. Time seems to unravel, each moment stretched thin between hope and dread, stitched together with frail human faith. Before the paramedics arrive, Caroline closes her eyes, seeking a moment of stillness amidst the frenzy. Holy One, she murmurs, her heart lifting in raw petition. Be with him, be with his brother. I can do nothing, but you can do all things.
Her prayer is a lifeline, tethering her to a peace that surpasses understanding. An oasis of surrender in the desert of uncertainty. As the brother is whisked away by medics, Caroline remains at her post, listening for divine whisperings, her heart attuned to the sacred, amidst the sorrowful symphony of the ER.
Turning towards grace. As dusk deepens into night, the tumultuous energy of the ER subsides, calming into a quiet vigil. The harsh fluorescent lights carve shadows into the fatigue etched on waiting faces, revealing stories of resilience and unspoken hope. Leaning against her desk, Caroline seeks solace in its steadiness. Her hands rest gently on the list of names, each line a testament to the fragile dance of life and loss unfolding before her. Guilt seeps into her bones, an insidious reminder of moments when humanity was obscured behind paperwork. Shepherd of my soul, she prays, a surrender washing over her like a cleansing tide. Forgive my forgetfulness. guide me to love them as you do.
Her prayer becomes a bridge to action, leading her to the young man whose brother fought for breath. She finds him slumped in a chair, shadows clinging to him like a shroud, his spirit burdened by uncertainty. I'm Caroline, she offers gently, her presence a silent benediction as she sits beside him. I believe your brother is in good hands.
He nods, words failing him as tears trace silent paths down his cheeks. Thank you, he whispers, gratitude threading through the fabric of his despair, a light in the midst of darkness, courage to change.
The night wears on, transforming the hospital into a place of quiet sanctity. Caroline feels a lightness in her soul, a shimmer of grace cutting through the encroaching darkness. Her work transcends routine, it becomes a ministry, a calling to presence, and a life filled with grace. Divine fingerprints etched upon her heart illuminate her purpose, infusing sacred meaning into mundane details. She attends to her duties with renewed clarity, listening for God's guidance, feeling His presence in each conversation and every warm, if weak, cup of coffee offered to exhausted family members. Even the mechanical hum of the machinery becomes a hymn of life, each beat an insistent testimony to human resilience. Although the path before her may not always be clear, it will forever be lit by the light of prayer, guiding her like a steadfast star through the galaxy of her. Bread of dawn, acti floor and faith. At 4 a.m. I entered the bakery. The small bells on the door jingling softly. The crisp morning air nipped at my skin, while dawn painted the sky with hues of promise. The bakery was my refuge, where flour lay like soft snow on the worn wooden countertops, a place where dreams were as tangible as the dough beneath my fingers. Every morning I dusted flour with reverence, tracing holy scriptures in the sacred quiet before the world awoke. Here, amidst the comforter aroma of yeast and the warmth of ovens, my heart turned fully to God. As I shaped the dough, I prayed, Lord of mercy, let my hands mold hope into this bread. Let it nourish those who need it most. The kneading rhythm became prayer itself, each fold and stretch a petition for grace and strength, echoing my soul's deepest yearnings. Across the street stood another bakery, Amir's arrival by circumstance. Competition brewed quietly in our small community, each loaf a silent challenge. Our exchanges were few but meaningful, and not here a lifted brow, there gestures that Motivation peaked when a batch of my sourdough failed. The yeast rebelled, leaving nothing but a thick, stubborn slab. Distress clung like flour dust, whispering doubts in crisis. I prayed, shepherd of my soul, I am lost. Guide me as you would a prodigal son. Let me find your path now. Silence settled around me like a comforting cloak, lighting a flicker of hope in my heart, a gentle nudge beyond my worry. God's guidance led me across the street to Amir's door. His brows lifted in surprise, revealing curiosity and kindness. I held out the loaf. Amir, would you share your wisdom? I struggle with my bread. Amir's eyes softened, a smile welcoming me inside. The scent of his baking, cinnamon and anise swirled like whispers of home. Together we prayed, hands resting on the work table. Holy One, bless the bonds we forged today. May this shared moment weave peace between us. As we worked side by side, kneading struggles into new beginnings, I felt transformation in my soul. No longer rivals, but brothers in bread, touched by a simple act of grace. Each loaf rising was a testament to hope, the crusts forming golden promises. The light beyond dawn fully broke upon my return, the sun's rays blessing the earth anew. The warmth filled me with peace, like meeting an old friend with new wisdom. Peace settled over me as flour dust always began my day. Each prayer, each piece of bread was a light forward, a beacon guiding unity and understanding. Amir and I continued to bake, sharing recipes and prayers, stories and dreams. Our rivalry forgotten, our bakeries thrive together. A symbol of unity planted in shared soil. Every loaf was a testament to the bond formed in prayer and breaking bread together. Divine Creator, thank you for the breaking of bread, nourishing body and soul. Guide us toward your light, walking in unity and peace through prayer. May your love illuminate our path. Amen.
Act I, the storm before dawn. In the stillness of the pre-dawn hour, the soft rain brushes against the small windows of Gregorio's bakery. A gentle whisper reminiscent of heaven's voice, delicate yet undeniable inside. The air is imbued with the scent of fermenting yeast, mingling with the warm aroma of flour dust that swirls like ethereal snowflakes, settling upon every surface and enveloping the room in a light, comforting blanket of peace. Gregorio, a devoted immigrant from a distant land, stands alone amidst the silence, kneading dough with steady, calloused hands that speak of years of labor and love. His heart, however, is far from tranquilly. It bears the heavy burden of sustaining his small family through the modest earnings of this humble bakery. He pauses, leaning against the worn wooden table that bears the marks of countless mornings like this one. Lord of mercy, he prays aloud, his voice a gentle plea that rises with the steam from the ovens. Give me strength to face another day. I am weary, and the weight is heavy. Guide my hands and heart. With faith born of necessity, the rhythm of kneading resumes, the dough miraculously yielding under his fingers, as if in response to his prayer. A tactile dance of faith against the creeping despair. The presence of the Holy One feels near, like a tender yet firm embrace. Yet Gregorio wonders if his fervent words have reached beyond the ceiling of his humble shop to touch the heavens above. The temptation of rivalry, barely an hour later. The rising sun begins to paint the sky with the first strokes of dawn. Delicate hues of pink and gold spilling over the horizon. Gregorio prepares the first batch of bread. The loaves swelling in the oven, their golden crusts forming with the promise of sustenance. As he works, thoughts of Samuel, the rival baker on the next street over, intrude upon his peace. Samuel's store, with its bustling customers, has drawn many away from Gregorio's own modest business. A flicker of envy ignites in his heart, threatening to consume him. A temptation to bitterness he cannot easily extinguish. Driven by the storm within, Gregorio finds himself standing at the window. The rain still falling in gentle, persistent drops. His eyes close, and a prayer stirs within him, raw and honest, filled with anger and confusion. Shepherd of my soul, he whispers, the words trembling in the stillness. Why do you let my bread go unchosen? Teach me to trust your path, even when my own feet falter. In the silence that ensues, a new thought blossoms in his mind, delicate yet insistent, as if carried on the whispering wind. A subtle divine nudge towards something unexpected. The bread of brotherhood, as the morning unfolds in a gentle cascade of light. Gregorio takes his fresh loaves, their crust golden and inviting, and wraps them with care like precious offerings. Despite the inner turmoil, a quiet resolve forms within him. He will visit Samuel. With each step in the rain, the weight of his burden shifts slightly, transforming into something lighter. A relinquishment of the rivalry that has long shadowed his heart. At Samuel's door, Gregorio pauses, taking a deep breath before entering. The sight of the rival baker glancing up in surprise is almost comforting. Without a word, Gregorio offers the bread, his eyes meeting Samuel's with an unexpected warmth, a gesture of reconciliation. I know times are difficult for both of us, Gregorio says, his voice barely above a whisper, but let us lift each other in love. The act of giving, guided by a quiet prayer fulfilled, brings peace, a small redemption wrapped in a simple, vulnerable gesture. In this moment, Gregorio senses the Holy One's smile woven into the shared silence, a presence as tangible as the bread they share. Bread shared, hearts lightened, as the morning rain relinquishes its hold and gives way to gentle sunlight. The two bakers break bread together. Each bite carries a new sense of communion, a tangible grace that transcends their competition, soaking into their souls as deeply as the rain into the earth. Gregorio feels his heart lighten, the envy and bitterness washed away like the rain-soaked streets outside. In this unexpected companionship, the gentle guidance of the shepherd of his soul becomes ever clearer. He understands now that the path of humility and love is one that he can tread with a strength not his own, a path made easier by grace and shared humanity.
Lord of mercy, who breathes life into the weary soul and guides our hands in love, teach us to seek unity over rivalry, to choose grace over bitterness. May our hearts beat in harmony with yours, and our deeds reflect your infinite compassion. Amen.
Dawn of reconciliation. Act I, the silent ascent. At the break of dawn I begin my solitary journey. Along the winding mountain path, the quiet embrace of the early morning wrapping around me, like a comforting familiar embrace. The cool air carries the scent of pine, and the rich aroma of damp earth, weaving a tapestry of scents that promise renewal. As the first rays of sunlight creep over the towering peaks, they craft a vivid tapestry of shadows across the landscape. Shadows that seem to dance in time with the earth's awakening. My feet, securely encased in sturdy boots, create a rhythmic crunch against the gravel, a cadence of introspection echoing in the stillness. In my hand I clutch a weathered envelope, a letter unsent, a silent testament to words long left unspoken. The pine-scented breeze serves as a reminder of nature's vitality, while each breath I draw is brimming with the freshness of new beginnings. I am on a path not just toward the physical summit, but toward a long overdue confrontation with my past, and with my father. The letter, a monument to my reticence, weighs heavily in my pocket, yet offers a strange sense of motivation and hope. Cry of the heart. As I traverse the halfway mark of my climb, an emotional burden that I can no longer shoulder compels me to stop. I find a flat stone along the path, its cool, ancient surface grounding me as I kneel in reverence. The world narrows to the sound of my breath, steady and anchoring, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. Lord of mercy, I whisper, threading my voice through the tranquil stillness of the morning, soft yet intent with purpose. Please help me find peace with what I've left undone. Guide me, my holy shepherd, to soften my heart and learn to rejoice in the prosperity of others. Tears trace warm, gentle paths down my cheeks, a silent outpouring of my soul's pain and yearning for release. Each tear is a prayer, a sacred offering of my sorrow. And in the quiet that follows, I perceive a profound, gentle assurance, a divine promise of companionship and healing. The peace for which I plead begins to unfurl within me, subtle and soft as the first light of dawn, touching the edges of my heart with its tender grace. Turning of the spirit. With renewed purpose, I continue my ascent, my steps growing lighter with each unexpected revelation of grace and clarity that only prayer's solace can bring the path. Now bathed in the sun's warm embrace, winds upward, painting the world in deeper, vibrant hues, I pause, compelled by an inner call to listen to creation's whispers around me, to the song of life that surrounds me. Father, I call out to the expansive sky above, allowing the sun's warmth to seep into my being, filling me with a sense of belonging.
These words, this letter, have been like stones weighing down my heart. Help me release them. Open my soul to celebrate others' happiness, as you would have me do. A breeze stirs, a gentle caress affirming my plea. Lifting the weight that has long held me captive, I resolve then to reach out to my Father. Long estranged, and in doing so, embrace the strength in letting go. Trusting my shepherd to guide my steps forward, each step becomes a prayer, a testament of trust, vulnerability, and grace. The call of reconciliation. Standing at the summit, I am enveloped by morning's full light, a radiant embrace that speaks of endless possibilities. The world below unfurls like a mosaic of breathtaking splendor. A reflection of divine artistry, I retrieve my phone, its screen a beacon of connection in my hand. With a breath that fills my lungs with courage, I dial my Father's number, each ring a heartbeat of anticipation and bravery. It is an act of humility, a chance to voice the words that have so long echoed only in my mind. His voice, when it comes, is a melody long missed, resonant with familiarity, yet edged with the distance of years. As I speak, I feel the warmth of dawn extending from me into the receiver, a transmission of reconciliation's sacred light. We converse, and in the timbre of his voice I discern an unexpected joy, as if each word were a step toward healing. The space between us, once defined by absence and silence, begins to dissolve, replaced by tender understanding and the promise of renewal.
Holy One, shepherd of my soul, guide my steps to peace and reconciliation. Teach me to find joy in the rise of others, to walk paths of forgiveness and love. May your light fill the shadows of my heart. Amen. beneath the crimson sky. Act high, the rivers lament. Dust descends over the city, painting it in crimson and gold. Skyscrapers stand like sentinels, reflected in the river's gentle current. I sit on the riverbank, my guitar cradled in my lap. The scent of damp earth and distant street food mingles in the evening breeze as the city hums its nightly tune. I strum my guitar, the first note smooth, but then a string snaps with a sharp twang, leaving a discordant echo. I stare at the broken string, feeling as unraveled as it, dreams deferred and paths untaken. Voice lost among the rustling leaves. Why does everything I touch seem to fall apart? Show me my purpose, guide my hands. The river murmurs softly beside me, yet I hear no clear answer. I close my eyes, seeking solace in the rhythm of my breath, trying to listen beyond my doubts. Silence echoes within, yet I hold on, waiting for a sign as elusive as the evening mist. Street lamps flicker on, casting a soft glow. Footsteps crunch on the gravel path, and a stranger emerges. A young man with a humble smile, his eyes kind. He hums a tune that feels both familiar and foreign, weaving into the stillness, reviving a song buried in my heart. That song, he says, his voice warm, reminds me of hope. I hum it when the world feels heavy. The melody is ancient yet new, carrying history and yearning that transcends words. The simplicity of his presence is a balm to my spirit, with an unspoken understanding. He kneels next to me on the dew-kissed grass. Sometimes when we're lost, it's not the song that's wrong, it's the way we hear it. May I pray with you, prayer of renewal. Together we bow our heads amidst dusk's whispers. Shepherd of my soul, he prays, his words like rain on parched soil. Guide us through our doubts, may we walk with those who are heavy laden, sharing their burdens as you share ours. His prayer is soothing, filling the void left by despair. His sincerity opens a space within me, where vulnerability meets grace, a fragile faith almost forgotten. I see my snap string not as an end, but as a call to change, to adapt my song to the present, to the Holy One who hears even in silence. The river's murmur becomes a chorus, tune my guitar, letting the remaining strings resonate. A raw and refined harmony full of promise. The music flows unbound by perfection, shaped by whispers and a stranger's prayer. Each note is a prayer, a dialogue with the Holy One, echoing with renewed promise. I understand now, my song is a journey, a path with those cast aside, the oppressed and forgotten. Their stories intertwine with mine, each burdened, yet bound by the same melody, by the river under the sky. I find sacred connection, a calling to listen, accompany and heal city. Lights twinkle like stars, a reminder of the divine in the mundane. Sacred in our journey. Holy One, your guidance is my light. Help me walk with those who suffer, to hear their silent cries and share their journey. May my life be a song of hope and healing, a testament to your love, amen. Night beneath the stars. Act I, restless in the rain. In the deepest night, the sacred bridge between today and tomorrow, I park my rig on a desolate stretch of interstate midnight, drape the world in a veil, the drizzle outside whispering secrets to the windshield. The gentle patter was a murmuring symphony, trails weaving intricate patterns on the glass, dissolving swiftly. The rest stop was an island of profound silence, occasionally interrupted by the faint hum of a vending machine, its mechanical lullaby standing as a lone marker amidst wilderness. Above, through cloud gaps, faint stars glimmered, a tapestry of light in the night. A flickering lamppost stood at the lot's edge, its glow casting long shadows, a reminder of the miles behind and the daunting stretch ahead. The rain echoed my unease, a tune of longing and regret resonating deep within. Here under heaven's expanse, a heaviness pressed upon me, a whisper of failure, a reminder of the pain I caused, those I cherished. Lord of mercy, I murmured, the words trembling and desperate. The request was a lifeline in my solitude. I clutched the steering wheel, every muscle tense, my knuckles white. I've lost my way, I cannot forgive myself for leaving her. Show me the path back to a heart. With eyes closed, I surrendered to the silence, letting it cocoon me. Fragments of Psalm 23 wove through my mind, an assurance that in this valley of shadow, I was not forsaken. Each verse a gentle whisper, reminding me of the shepherd beside us through every storm. Echoes of the past. A vivid memory emerged. A sunlit day, my daughter's laughter, a melody filling our home with joy, painting our lives with the colors of happiness. But time and distance stretched out before us, creating a chasm of absence,
a void filled with unspoken words and missed opportunities. The guilt gnawed incessantly, a shadow at the edge of my mind, feeding on the silence between us. The rain continued its gentle descent. Each drop a reminder of time's relentless passage. I retrieved a small, well-worn photograph from the glove compartment. Her youthful face smiled back, radiating innocence and the promise of brighter days. The lamplight flickered over it, deepening the ache in my heart. Shadows casting a glow on her features, a reminder of undiminished love and unbroken bonds. Great Shepherd, I whispered, my voice trembling in the wind. Give me the courage to seek forgiveness, to mend what's broken. Guide me to become the father she needs, for I am weary and need your light. In the wake of my prayer, a quiet peace settled, a subtle unlock of the chains imprisoning my heart. It was warmth as gentle as a whispered promise, a divine suggestion woven into my thoughts. Call her. The call of faith, the rain softened to a drizzle, clouds parting to reveal stars bright and hopeful against the night. They winked knowingly, as if assuring hope entwined with every light against the darkness. My fingers hesitated over my phone, suddenly heavy with redemption's weight. Each ring in the cab echoed, a steady heartbeat in the stillness, each a drumbeat of hope. Dad. Her voice, tentative yet warm, cut through the silence, a balm to my wounded spirit. There was a melody in her voice, the same laughter that filled our home, now edged with forgiveness as grace. It's me, sweetheart. I began, emotions tangling in my throat, my voice hoarse with unshut tears. I've missed so much, and I'm sorry. I'm ready to put things right, to be here, truly here for you. A pause stretched across the miles, a breathless moment where time held its breath, the night holding its collective breath too. Then with grace filling every corner of my soul, she answered, I've missed you too, Dad. Let's start anew.
Outside, the rain ceased, leaving a world baptized anew. The air fresh with newness, stars above glittering with intensity, sharing our healing moment, whispering promises of rebirth. Oh yeah. You are the lamp unto my feet, guiding me through the night into the dawn. Thank you for the courage to seek forgiveness, and for the grace of second chances. May your light always illuminate our path. Amen. A hymn from the attic, act I, echoes of the past. Winter's chill slips into the attic, each gust a reminder of the cold that mirrors my soul. Amidst dusty boxes and forgotten items, I unearth fragments of a life once shared. The scent of cedar and candle wax lingers, mingling with the sharp tang of mothballs, enveloping me in memory. My fingers trace old leather albums, each page a silent witness to our past. Loneliness gnaws at my heart like frost clinging to branches. Silence dominates, broken only by the faint creak of beams above. Suddenly the echo of a hymn from the nearby church drifts in. Be still, my soul. Its melody wraps around my grief, coaxing a release I didn't realize I was holding. I sit amidst the boxes, emotion overwhelming, Lord of mercy. I whisper, my voice trembling. How do I move forward without him? Tears spring forth, hot against my chilled cheeks, falling unchecked. In this raw prayer I lay my heart bare, echoing the psalmist cry for hope, trusting in a divine promise whispered through the ages. This moment of prayer is a delicate bridge between sorrow and future hope. An unexpected visitor descending from the attic. The doorbell rings, punctuating the stillness. At the door is Martha, my neighbor, with cheeks red from the cold. Her eyes hold kindness I've cautiously avoided since his passing. I was just baking, she says, offering a loaf. The aroma of cinnamon and warm bread envelops me. Grateful I invite in, the house expanding with her presence. Over teacups, steam reminding us of warmth. We share stories of gardens and grandchildren. Her laughter is a balm against the silence, dominating my home as she leaves. Her warmth lingers like the fragrance of her bread, a whisper of life beyond grief. That evening I approached my dusty Bible, forgotten now an invitation. Holy One, I murmur, help me see the path you've set, even when I can't see my footing. In the stillness, a divine nudge as subtle as dawn light urges me toward community. Warmth begins to thaw the long-held shadows in my heart, a deliberate renewal from within. I close my eyes, letting this prayer breathe potential into corners gripped by grief. Embracing new beginnings, the church buzzes with spring fair preparations, alive with conversation and laughter symphony. Hesitant, I stand at the threshold, observing life continues, unfazed by my shadow. Today, emboldened by prayer, I step into this vibrant community tapestry. Softened, my endurance becomes love, flexing defiantly against fears holding me back. Spotting Martha amidst the crowd, busy organizing crafts. Her face lights up, "You came," she exclaims, her joy contagious. We fold and arrange crafts together, our laughter mingling with the bright sounds. Each interaction breathes life into spaces where grief had lingered. As the church bell tolls, a familiar hymn rises, entwined with the warmth of fellowship. In this shared space, God's presence feels tangible. A gentle spring breeze through open windows. Lord of mercy and shepherd of my soul, thank you for the strength to endure and the grace to step forward. Guide me in weaving my life with others, that I might reflect your love through community. In each step, may your presence be my guiding light. Amen.
Act I. Neon rain and forgotten psalms. The city lay under an ethereal mist, the neon lights flickering against the relentless downpour. Streets glistened under streetlights, disrupted by raindrops dancing on the pavement, their delicate circles merging into the night's obscurity. At a lonely bus stop, Marcus stood, burdened by a year of turmoil and grief. His soaked coat clung to him as he shielded his phone, watching time pass by. Cars sped by, their tires cutting through puddles, spraying water onto the sidewalk. Each splash mirrored his adrift state, far from solid ground. In solitude, Marcus's thoughts drifted to simpler times, with his grandmother's voice filling their home with the melody of an ancient psalm framed by the rain's cold embrace. Marcus could almost hear her whisper, "In your darkness, the shepherd walks beside you." Drawn by a pull beyond understanding, Marcus looked to the heavens, the rain pouring. For the first time in months, he whispered a sincere prayer. "Lord of mercy, if you're out there, show me the way."
The bus emerged, its headlights carving a path. Marcus boarded, the warmth contrasting the chill in his bones. He noticed an older man humming the song his grandmother sang. The tune entangled him with memories of simpler days. Marcus missed his stop, finding himself in a part of the city he hadn't seen in years. Guided by an unseen hand, he wandered through familiar streets, arriving at his old home in the cracked stairwell. He confronted buried truths, wounds from his estranged father. In this place, Marcus felt unexpected peace, as though embraced by a gentle presence. Seated on worn steps, a quiet determination settled over him, and he prayed, "Holy One, grant me the strength to forgive. Let purpose grow through this pain." Night unfolded in whispers, serene and still. With dawn came rebirth, the sky unfurling in hues of rose and gold. The light gently caressing the cityscape, the morning air, cool and invigorating, carried the scent of rain and whispers of new beginnings. Marcus felt his resolve blossom within, light and firm, as the world awakened around him. Each step to the bus stop released burdens, the air pulsing with divine presence, a quiet assurance he was not alone. The shepherd walking with him through healing, arriving at his father's doorstep. The sun cast a golden tapestry, raising his hand to knock. Courage coursed through him like a river of light, anchoring his soul as he whispered a prayer for strength. His resolve solidified, "Lord, guide me to build bridges of love and understanding." When his father opened the door, surprise mixed with a glimmer of hope, reflecting the peace within. Marcus, Lord of new beginnings, guide my steps on the path of reconciliation. Let your love heal our wounds, and your light illuminate our way forward. In your grace may we find peace. Amen.
The hospital night held a sacred quiet, rain tapping softly against the large, glazed windows, tracing languid rivulets in the glow of the distant street lights. The polished floor mirrored faint reflections of those passing by. A subtle dance of light and shadow. Alex sat slumped in a chair, face buried in his hands, the contours of his shoulders heavy with the weight of his world. His heart churned with a tempest of anxiety, a maelstrom of fear and uncertainty. Yet, the air around him carried a sterile hope, a promise of rebirth, echoing with the faint beeping of machines that stood as silent sentinels to life. Nearby, a warm lamp stood sentinel, casting a soft, gentle light over his turmoil. To Alex, it was a tender hand resting on his shoulder, offering a sliver of comfort in the engulfing shadows. He glanced at the lamp, seeking solace, took a deep breath and closed his eyes, retreating within himself to find peace. His heart whispered prayers, earnest and raw, a plea rising from the depths of his soul to the open heavens.
God, Lord of mercy, his heart cried, I feel lost and afraid, please guide me.
Across the hall, Nurse Sarah moved quietly, her gentle steps barely audible in the enveloping stillness. Her compassionate eyes met his, a silent acknowledgement of his struggle. Her presence, a soft assurance in the solitary vigil, silently reminding him that he was not alone. A gentle revelation, time unfurled with the rain's gentle serenade against the window panes. The clock's slow hands ticked in concert with Alex's anxious heartbeat. Each second measured in breaths rather than time, a comforting memory emerged from the turbulent depths. A verse from Psalm 23, like a life preserver tossed into stormy waters. The lamp flickered slightly, its warm glow enveloping him in a cocoon of golden light. Within, Alex felt a divine whisper coursing through the tendrils of his troubled heart, softening and guiding him. He straightened in his seat, his breathing even, a realization dawning. The call to defend truth, but with kindness, was his path forward. He eyed his phone, its screen dark and foreboding, yet courage blossomed in the faint reflection of his own eyes. He prepared for a momentous prayer, a conversation with God that would fortify his soul.
Shepherd of my soul, I give you my fears, he whispered, his voice barely more than a breath, weaving faith and hope around his heart. Grant me courage to reconcile, to speak truth with love. Help me to reach out in humility. The atmosphere shifted imperceptibly, the air growing thick with promise and possibility. As Sarah passed by with a soft smile, it was a reminder of unseen acts of grace fluttering just beyond sight, ready to alight in their own time. With courage as his armor, Alex dialed a number he'd long avoided, his fingers lingering over each digit, embedding them with silent prayers. The ring resonated in his ear, each tone matching the anxious rhythm of his heart. The phone's cool metal served as an anchor, grounding him as he prepared to step out in faith. Hey, it's me, he began softly, his voice trembling yet sincere, each word a digital prayer sent across the silent waves. I'm sorry for the silence, I want to make things right. The unfolding conversation held its challenges, terrain rough and uncertain, yet words were carefully weighed, each syllable laying a stone in the rebuilding of a long crumbled bridge. As the call concluded, Alex felt a lightness unfurl within him, a burden lifted by grace, freeing him from the chains he'd carried for too long. Outside, the rain softened to whisper, as if blessing the renewed bond in its gentle cadence. In the warm, forgiving glow of the lamp, Alex felt transformed by prayer. Hope and love rekindled in the silent vigil of the night. for guiding my steps. Help me to carry your light into the world, to defend truth, but with the grace of kindness. Keep my